at this time, with a slight, change of circumstances as we start to hear more and more news about the various latest variants with the COVID, etc. I'm here to say we do need to remain optimistic. I'm just noticing some of the people around me starting to, their heads starting to drop a bit, their shoulders are coming forward. And I'm thinking, look, we've got this thing, we've got this thing largely under control. And, if you've been properly protected, you're sensible about what you're doing when you're out and about, I just think we've got to be able to continue with life. We can't shut down everything and not make any plans or, kind of like just sort of like, oh yeah, there's no point doing this because of this, or because I just think I just want to be, I just feel I need to say this as an eternal optimist. I want to be realistic, and I'm not being unsympathetic or not, being a total disregard of the seriousness of these various variances, of course. But let's say this continues for another year. What are we going to do? Are we going to literally carry on living our life in a little tiny bubble and not doing anything and putting our life on hold? No, I think we've just got to learn to live this damn thing. And we've got to keep our heads up, and we've got to keep optimistic, because the collective consciousness of all of us will change the mood of the country. Well, let's start with your family. Let's start with yourself, then your family, then the people you work with, then your county, then the country, then the world. Look, it's good that the world has got pessimists. I like the fact there are people pointing out to me when I'm getting a little bit too optimistic. Look, Martin, you need to be a bit more realistic about this. And I'll read that and I'll listen to that. But I don't want to live in their world. I don't want to stay in that space. I just think for those people on my side of the spectrum, that we need to be keeping people looking at the sunny side of the street and recognizing there's still opportunities, life will still go on. And if we don't keep that level of optimism, we're going to become smaller and smaller versions of ourselves. We're asking less of ourselves, we're expecting less of ourselves, we're not growing, we're not learning, we're not pushing forward. So let's keep that smile on your face. Let's look into let's get through this winter season when there inevitably will be more illnesses around than there normally is. We've seen that already. But, with all the news and everything, if you're one of these people like me, I want you to do your duty and make sure that you are keeping that optimism up, so we keep the country in a good space and we keep moving forward. I don't want to be unrealistic. I understand that there are, things we need to take seriously, but I do think I have as a duty as an optimist, to make sure that we're focusing also on the positives.